The shack we kick off January 24. You can see all the water in those images. That's from rain. A bit of a delay by the time we pumped out the basement and the site dried out. The focus was backfilling, filling up all the gaps between the bottom of the basement wall up to close to ground level. Started off bringing trucks in, dumping loads of coarse gravel to fill up close to the bottom of the walls, and then we put topsoil on top of that. Started off near the driveway, it's a bit easier access. To get to the far extremes of the block, a tally belt truck was come in, which is a conveyor belt system on top of a truck that extends out on a boom right across to all areas of the block. It's quite challenging getting in. They had to open it up, expand it, then back it back into place. Depending on the area that was being backfilled, it was either a coarse gravel for drainage or a fine sand topsoil material. Due to the confined area, we had to have a small little excavator filling up the bucket to go on the conveyor belt, which could extend out into the different areas. Here's an aerial view going down the belt, goes up the first section into a hopper, and then travels right down the conveyor belt system out to the end where they're backfilling. The two guys there, you see in the orange jackets, are controlling the boom and communicating with the hopper and the team filling up the buckets to what soil they want and to where to place it. So in the next video we'll have narration with myself and Dan, the site foreman. He'll be adding more of the technical information. I'll just be making shit up as I go along.
I'll give you an example right now, sorry to take it off, John. So the guys here, we're just doing a half a wall pass over here, just because we haven't got any slab tying in. We don't want to put too much pressure on the outside walls. So we'll come through and do a half level pass, and then the guys here will come through and do it and top it right up to our level. Just as I said, so we're not putting any unrestrained load on these outside walls without a slab tying in and over the top.
So that's more of a technical thing. I would have said the reason why you swing the broom back is because he forgot to fill this bit up earlier. So it really is about dispersing the weight to not put too much stress on the walls.
Exactly.
Act as if, make shit up as I go along. This is later on the day. We've laid down a lot of the coarse stone and now coming in like a topsoil material, filling in the finer areas all around the front. Like all work sites, you've got a couple of guys there in orange shirts doing stuff, one guy in the back with a compactor, and a lot of the guys in the black shirts standing around talking about it and thinking about it. Some of the brain trust in action, standing around, watching the guys in orange shirts move the boom and disperse and spread the dirt around. Sometimes you turn up, you think actually on a set of Magic Mike. They do their best work with a sledgehammer.
Start flexing, mate.
Yeah.
I can't flex anymore.
Sun's out, guns out. Here's Dan. Every time he gets a drone up, he gets a shirt off and he's pumping up, he's doing some push-ups. Not to be left out, one of the guys on the boom wanted to get his shirt off, show a traditionally built rig. We're just piling up all topsoil and fine soil, which we'll use to fill in holes as it settles around between the walls. All the areas have been filled up between the walls, about 2/3 of the way up, and we'll compact it down and settle it down. A lot of the grey sheeting you see there is actually the waterproofing between the gravel and the topsoil. A lot of these areas will be compacted down, actually have a slab on it, and that'll become patio and walkway. All the front area there will be compacted down, and then we'll be involved in getting the driveway put in place. And as you can see, we've even got a soil down between the neighbour's fence right around, so it's quite easy to walk around the block now.